I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something.
2022年5月に逮捕されてから900日以上投獄されていたラッパーヤングサグ、本名ジェフリー・ラマー・ウィリアムズ33歳が10月31日についに釈放されました。2023年11月27日よりフルトン郡裁判所にて公判が開始されたラッパーヤングサグを含む YSL メンバー6人がギャングの犯罪活動を行っていたとして起訴されたRICO訴訟はジョージア州史上最長の訴訟となっています。10月23日、9年の執行猶予という司法取引を行ったラッパーのスライム・ライフ・シャウディ、本名ブーニー・リーが証言台に立ちました。彼はヒットマンを雇い、殺人を企てた容疑で最近逮捕されたリルダークともコラボしたラッパーで、ガンナの次に成功しているメンバーと言われています。この訴訟は YSL が犯罪活動を行うギャング、ヤングスライムライフであると検察は主張しており、検事のシモーヌ・ヒルトンからの尋問が行われ、いつも検察がメンバーに聞く YSL は何の略かとの質問がありました。
And what does YSL stand for?
It has multiple meanings.
Tell me some of the meanings.
I say it has multiple meanings, definitions, or what it stands for.
So tell me some of the meanings.
Young stoner life, young slime life, young successful lifestyle.
彼は YSL にはいろいろな意味があると答え、今まで証言台に立った YSL メンバーとは違い、質問には積極的に答え、YSL はギャングであると認める証言をしました。
Outside of the music, is YSL a gang?
He said outside of the music?
Yes, sir.
Some people treat it like that.
What do you treat it as?
I treated it that way before.
You treated it as a gang before?
Yeah.
And when you say you treated it as a gang, what do you mean?
I don't really know. I never thought about it.
How do you become officially YSL?
Just coming around more and rapping.
被告たちとの関係について聞かれ、シャノン・スティルウェルとの仲は良かったが、最近は彼が刑務所にいるためわからないと答えました。
Do you know someone named Shannon?
Yes.
And what is your relationship like, if any, with him?
We're cool.
Are you still cool now?
I don't know him right now. He's been locked up for a couple of years. Well, I ain't supposed to say that.
その後、インスタグラムの投稿の資料が渡されました。
And were they the items associated with your Instagram account, slimelife.shawty?
Yeah, from what these papers say.
投稿された写真のハッシュタグを読むようにヒルトン検事に言われ、彼はハッシュタグフリークエと読み上げました。
And is there another hashtag?
Freakway.
Is there another hashtag on the screen?
Oh no.
Your Honor.
It's in this paper
Your
right here.
Honor.
Got me reading.
Your Honor, I have to make a motion.
Alright, I'm gonna excuse
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at this paper.
That's fine, don't worry about it.
被告が刑務所にいたという情報は、被告が悪人であるという偏見を持たすために陪審員に伝えられるべきではなく、検察もこういった記載の証拠物件は編集することに合意していました。ハッシュタグフリークエという文字はスクリーンの映像では消されていましたが、検察が彼に渡した資料のものは消されておらず、彼は渡された紙を見ていました。被告のクアマービオス・ニコルズとマルクビウス・ヒューイーはどちらもクエというニックネームで呼ばれているため、彼の証言はどちらかが刑務所にいたことを示唆するとして、双方の弁護人から審理無効が申し立てられました。
The hashtag, there was a hashtag on that exhibit that said Free Quay, which would definitely indicate to the jury that Quay, has spent time in jail or in prison. The state agreed. We stipulated that they would redact it, and then the state presented, I guess, to the witness the unredacted version, didn't prep him to not comment on it, and he did. And Your Honor, before we had the opportunity for you to preside over us, this happened already again. And before, and I made a motion for a mistrial. Now it's happened again. So now the jury has repeatedly heard about Mr. Nichols being in jail, being in prison, and you cannot unring that bell. We would ask for a mistrial.
Your Honor, Carter Matthews for Mr. Fruitt. We join in that motion for mistrial. And what's important for this court to know is that 45 minutes ago, there had been a reference to a person being in jail.
彼は2度にわたって発言し、検察が証人にきちんと話をしておらず、準備不足であることが明白であると弁護人は主張しました。
That it is painfully obvious that the state is not prepping their witnesses. The first time, and he said, "Oops, am I not supposed to say that?" Like, "Oh, I had no idea," which makes it obvious that the state had not spoke to him, had not prepped them, and this has happened repeatedly. It's happening over and over again, Your Honor, and we're just not going to be able to unring 100 bells.
And finally, Your Honor, Mr. Marquavius Huey, it's been established that his nickname is Quay.
ページ・ウィテカー判事はこれを検察の手抜き仕事であると批判しました。
It was not intentional because we clearly.
Okay, but it was sloppy because I presume he's reading from the document that you handed him instead of reading from the screen.
And we should have instructed him to read from the screen, but
Or you should have presented him with a document that had that part redacted. It's just sloppy.
the issue.
しかし判事はクエがこの法廷の被告のどちらかのクエとは限らないと規定するか、もしくはフリー誰々が刑務所からの釈放を意味するとは限らないなどと述べ、検察のずさんな行為を修復しようとしていると発言しました。
I don't honestly really care what the poster was referencing. What I'm trying to do is fix your sloppiness so that everybody won't have wasted, 10, 12 months of their lives in this trial.
検察のずさんな仕事を修正することは判事の仕事ではなく、公正な裁判を受ける被告の権利を無視し、10、12ヶ月の時を過ごした陪審の時間を無駄にしたくないとする判事の発言にも波紋を呼びました。休憩後、ウィテカー判事はこの件について検察がもう訴えることができない、確定力のある決定による審理無効にすることはできないが、もう一度裁判のやり直しの可能性がある、確定力のない決定による審理無効の可能性を示し、この後、法廷は休廷となりました。この YSL 訴訟は2025年初頭まで続くだろうと言われていましたが、検察の不当な違反行為が目立つ上に、検察の提示する証拠物件や証人が犯罪立証能力が低く、弁護側の勝利に傾いており、無罪判決が出るのではないかと言われていました。被告たちはここでもう一度やり直しになるかもしれない審理無効を取るか、このままいけば勝てるかもしれない裁判を続けるかという決断に迫られました。検察の違反行為は今までに何度も見られており、公判初日から今まで弁護側から数えきれないほどの裁判の無効が唱えられていました。前の裁判長のウラル・グランビル判事も、現在の裁判長のウィテカー判事も、数々の検察の反則行為に目をつむり、審理無効の申し立てを全て却下してきました。しかし、ここ最近になり、ウィテカー判事が検察に激怒するという場面も見られるようになっていました。
If that is not offered for the truth, what is it?
Your Honor, it explains what.
If it's disingenuous, if it is that, I mean, I don't want to malign the prosecutor standing in front of me right now. So I'm not going to say the possible things that it could be, but it is baffling to me that somebody with the number of years of experience that you have, time after time after time, continues to seemingly purposefully hide the ball to the extent you possibly can for as long as you possibly can. And I really don't want to believe that it is purposeful, but honestly, after a certain number of times, you start to wonder how it could be anything but that, unless it is just that you are so unorganized that you are throwing this case together as you try it. And I am sorry to say that, but This case is being made much more difficult for everybody because of the haphazard way in which it is being presented. I'm going to take a recess for a few minutes. I'll have a ruling when I come back.
元検察官のウィテカー判事がここまで激怒するのはよほど検察に問題があると言われており、世界中から注目を集めているこの裁判でフルトン郡検事局は腐敗していると言われ、評判を傷つけていました。この訴訟を起訴した2週間後にフルトン郡検事局の選挙を迎えているバニー・ウィリスは、このタイミングでとっくに期限が切れていた司法取引の交渉を再オープンし、被告たちと司法取引を行いました。まず最初に司法取引を行ったのは、問題になったクエーの一人のクアマービオス・ニコルズ29歳です。彼は殺人を含む7件の罪で起訴されていました。彼の弁護人ブルース・ハーベイも非常に優秀な弁護人と言われていますが、ハーベイ弁護人は6年近く前に有罪判決を受けていた共謀罪1件のみの罪を認めるとしました。
I do want the court to know that Mr. Nichols' mother died in prison. His father was shot by the Atlanta police when he was 4 years old. And he was raised by friends and family in the Atlanta area. So he has come to this point in his life from a very humble beginning. And he has sought the support of friends in this courtroom and others in this courtroom.
裁判所は彼の取引を受け入れ、殺人罪を含む6件の罪が取り消され、懲役20年のうち刑務所での服役は7年となり、31ヶ月が控除され、結果残り4年ほどの服役という司法取引が成立しました。ロダリアス・ライアン18歳は2019年のジャマリ・ホームズ殺害ですでに別の件で有罪判決を受け、現在終身刑に服しているのですが、この訴訟で起訴されていたリコ法違反1件について有罪を認めました。彼の弁護人アンジェラ・ディ・ウィリアムズは裁判中ほとんど異議も申し立てませんでしたが、この日は姿を現さず、もう一人のディアーバシ弁護人が司法取引の場に立ちました。ライアンは10年の刑期を言い渡されましたが、これはすでに服役した期間に減刑され、彼は殺人罪の控訴に向け取り組むとされています。19件の罪に問われていたもう一人のクエ、マルクビス・フューイ28歳は3つの終身刑、しかもこの刑が同時並行に執行される刑ではなく、別々に服役の連続刑で、さらにプラス約100年の刑に直面していましたが、
His father was murdered in 2010, and he's been without a father for a number of years. He's been raised by his mother as a single parent. She has a number of siblings. There have been times when Mr. Huey and his mother and his family have been homeless and have lived out of a car. Mr. Huey, Your Honor, now has 2 children. He's 28 years old. He has a 5-year-old son, Your Honor. He has a 2-year-old little daughter that was born in July of 2022. He has never met or seen his daughter in person until today, as she's here in this courtroom.
ヒューイに提示されたのは懲役25年となり、そのうち5年は執行猶予、11年は法観察、刑務所での服役は9年となりました。2022年5月に逮捕されてから仮釈放も全て却下され、ずっと勾留されているヤングサグはこのまま司法取引を取らず裁判を続けるのではないかと言われていたのですが、10月31日彼は司法取引を行いました。最初検察が提示したものは合計の懲役43年のうち20年を刑務所での服役とするが、それを5年に減刑し、すでに2年半ほど投獄されているサグは15年の保護観察付きでその日に釈放というものでしたが、特別条件がついており、 その条件の中には他の YSL メンバーに対して証言を行うというものや、彼の音楽人生に大きく関わることがあったとされています。ヤングサグはその条件を断ると、検察が次に提示したのは懲役45年、刑務所での服役25年、20年が保護観察というものでした。ヤングサグの弁護人ブライアン・スティールは、検察との交渉が合意に達しない場合に行われる非交渉の司法取引を行いました。これは刑の決定を裁判官が行うというもので、もし全ての罪で有罪とされると120年の刑を宣告される可能性があるというリスキーなものでした。さらに不公訴の申し立てという少し理解に苦しみますが、罪は認めないが有罪の判決を受けるという取引を行いました。8件の罪に問われていたサグは武器、麻薬、ギャング関連の容疑で有罪を認めましたが、RICO法違反とストリートギャングのリーダーの容疑は不公訴としました。裁判官の判断に決定がかかっている緊張感の漂う中、最後にヤングサグからも陳述がありました。
Mr. Williams, is there anything that you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can say all their names, my managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just having so much time invested into this, I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community, all people. I learned that late, these past 2 or 3 years of my life, I kind of learned that late, and maybe it was because I was, probably on drugs or anything, I don't know, but I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world, but I am a good guy, I don't mind doing stuff like free shows, and I always did that, I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. I made $1.8 million on a free show and I gave it all to single parent charity, and I did 2 or 3 shows that made $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. I do things, I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, but I understand rap lyrics, I understand how it could be twisted, I understand what it could do to the mind of people, I understand all that, and I promise you I'm 100% changing that, it's just, I'm older, I'm grown now, and it's just I'm smarter, it's more things to rap about, I've experienced a lot of good things, I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too, and anyway, I can go forever.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. It's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And having come up from where you came up from and living in and around that, that gangs are damaging to our community, And it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, I mean, honestly, it sounds like a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling that used to be on television, where people would just get up and posture and act like they hated each other. And it may be that that's a lot of what is going on in the music industry with rap. But whether it is fake or not, it has tremendous impact on kids and young people who think, this is cool, this is what I want to do. Look at him, he's a millionaire. I can do that by being, you know, a gangster in the streets. And that's not true. What you're likely to have happen to you if you're a gangster in the streets is you get shot, you get killed, or you get thrown in prison. And those are, you know, by far the most likely outcomes.
ページ・ウィテカー裁判官はヤングサグに40年の刑期のうち服役期間に減刑された懲役5年と保護観察15年、保護観察に違反した場合はプラス20年の刑を言い渡し、ヤングサグはその日に釈放されました。他にアトランタ都心への立ち入り禁止、ギャング暴力に反対するプレゼンテーション、またはコンサートを年4回行う必要がある、仕事や音楽制作のための旅行許可、兄弟とガンナを除くギャングのメンバーや共同被告人との接触禁止、いかなる形でもギャングを宣伝できないといった条件が付けられました。ヤングサグの弁護人を務め、投獄されそうにもなったブライアン・スティールは完全無罪の判決を勝ち取りたかった心情を明かしました。
Well, this was excruciating because hopefully, in our collective opinion, Jeffrey would have been found not guilty of everything. So this is very painful. But that's another 3 months or so in custody. And he wants to go home to his family. And negotiations totally broke down with the district attorney's office. Horribly broke down. And at that point, we believed that justice would be found with the honorable court. And Jeffrey just wanted to go home. How agonizing it is to know that we've spent a year trying a case where the prosecutors have put on lies, knowing lies, hiding evidence is insane in 2024 in the United States of America. And the only reason that this got revealed is because of you people. You people brought the truth to the community because nobody knows this. This is not the only courtroom it's happening in, and I just want to thank all of you. I especially want to thank Jeffrey for letting me represent him. I think he's a wonderful person who does wonderful things and will continue to do things even greater.
また、サグの父親もインタビューに応じました。
Well, I was kind of started behind it because I was in agreement with Brian and Keith. You know, let's keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's make them continue to embarrass themselves. You know, but at the same token, my son is I've never tried to interfere with his decisions. I just try to give him the knowledge of making the best decision that he sees fit for him. And I support it. I feel great that he's going home. But at the same token, I still want to fight. But that's his decision. We need to get rid of the poison that's in our system. And that's the district attorney office. So vote Courtney Kramer.
残り2人のシャノン・スティルウェル、そしてディアモンテ・ケンドリックは裁判を続ける予定とされています。このチャンネルに興味を持っていただけましたら、チャンネル登録、グッドボタンをお願いいたします。